second here as of late,
which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable. Shoots the three ball with such confidence.
Here's Morris to the basket by Charlotte.
That was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Oubre, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working right. And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
During his childhood, Hurricane Katrina forced Kelly Oubre Jr.'s family out, and they had to move.
And the Oubre family moving from New Orleans to Houston. Kelly saying he still thinks about the day his family left NOLA. Feels lucky they found a new home.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a 13-point game. And Hayward with the stuff.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Now here's Batum. Jackson deciding where to go with it. To halt the run. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
.50 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kennard's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 18. From 17 feet out. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now, here's Kennard. And they've really hit a rough patch here.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Mr. Incredible, and there's another one for the Hornets.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic.
He made it! He made it!
Yes, he did!
Wow. Your Clippers.
Wow, what a shot. And listen to this place explode.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Hornets on top, up 19. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Fans, your Clippers, you nasty.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Plumlee out there with Bridges. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Mr. Incredible. And it's Ball in at the point.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless. But they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Sacramento played superb basketball. He had 35 points, and he got those points as he always does, knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
There's the pass to Powell. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Wall's got his first points of the night. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Kicks to Powell. Outside, George. Pass to Wall. Fires for 3. Not going to go that time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here is Mr. Incredible. He's covered by Leonard. Plumlee, the pass to Mr. Incredible. Offline with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside, George. Pass to Leonard. To the inside. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 6 points.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Here is Mr. Incredible, defended by George.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
The shot by Powell, no good. Charlotte leading by 19 points. Oubre to the wing on the left. Here's Mr. Incredible. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And the Clippers call time here. There is so much young talent, Steve, in today's NBA. That being said, whose game should an up-and-coming player try to emulate?
For me, Kevin, for the 20 Edwards, LaMelo Ball, and it's a whole slew of others.
He's checked in for the Hornets. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And George kicks to Powell. Passes it to Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Count it. Oubre's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Crafty and cash it in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
George finds Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Hornets ahead as they end the second quarter with a 13-3 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
We see it night in and night out. When you move the ball, keep your teammates involved, good things happen at the offensive end.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Wall and Powell are the guard set, and it's George in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a two-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. Down low, here's Wall. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Kept alive, a second chance effort. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game, about the same as KD and LeBron.
Here's Mr. Incredible. Again, the Hornets score.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Wall looking it over. Zubac the pass to George. 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. George has got 4 points this quarter.
That defense would have killed another player's shot, but George is a higher class of shooter.
Here's Mr. Incredible. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Powell, that's good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Ball against Wall. The pass to Mr. Incredible.
Clearly a foul.
Ivica Zubac, first personal foul.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting for Charlotte.
Taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
That free throw, no good. Charlotte making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And he sinks the second. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Plumlee against Zubac. Clock at 6. Here's Wall. Misses off the right iron.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Plumlee trying to break loose. That one falls.
Well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Hands it from downtown. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
It's stolen by Wall. Feeds to George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Martin kicks the ball. From the top of the key. Shot's good by Mr. Incredible. Mr. Incredible's got 30 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Pass to Leonard. Over Bridges. Again, the Clippers.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Hornets leading by 21. Ball finds Martin. Here is Mr. Incredible. Martin the pass to Mr. Incredible. Martin trying to free himself up. Shots good by Mr. Incredible. 32 points for Mr. Incredible.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. The Hornets also changing it up. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee. Gordon Hayward comes in for Miles Bridges. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Cody Martin. 4 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Rozier. Here's Mr. Incredible. Traps in the tray.
Number 10.
Mr. Incredible's got 12 points in just the second half.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Pass to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Outside for Batum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Gordon Hayward.
It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
You know what makes Nicholas Batum indispensable? When they need him in the paint, he's there. When they need him on the perimeter, he's there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
And with Batum, his versatility has earned him a lot of minutes over his career.
Kevin, reason why? When you got a guy who can guard a wing and get you points in the paint, that'll always get you some floor time.
Both good from the line that time.
You know, Nicholas Batum is kind of a classic glue guy. He does a little of everything and is always ready to step up and fill any gaps on the floor.
Here's Mr. Incredible. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And it's 37 points for Mr. Incredible.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Leonard. Trying to find Batum. He's got it now. Over Hayward. Mr. Incredible pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
That's tipped. Leonard with the steal. For the finish. Drops in the breakaway layup. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Mr. Incredible the pass to Ball. To the left side wing. Here's Mr. Incredible, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Leonard on the wing. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 3 seconds left, and he sinks the layup. 41 points for Mr. Incredible.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And so it's Charlotte in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Hornets, they're shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the 4th. They've got Cody Martin. McDaniels is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Mr. Incredible. And it's Washington in at the center, filling out the middle. And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. Brown, he's checked in for Morris. Hook Knight, he's checked in for Charlotte. Scanning the floor. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps the NBA here on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Great game tonight. You really had to work on the offensive end.
Oh, man, man, my shots were falling tonight, mostly because my teammates were setting me up with some great looks. We always look for the open man, and tonight, it was your boy.
Do you look at yourself as a go-to player on this team?
Man, we got a whole bunch of go-to players. It all depends on who's feeling it that night.
Right.
Again, tonight, my shots were falling, man. So, we try to take it, best shots regardless of who it is.
Thanks, man.
No doubt.